Yo, I got something I wanted to say. So I moved into this new place, and I live inside my body. This is the place where I receive the mail. Anyway, so the United States Postal Service, all capital letter, municipal corporation, providing governmental services. The Pope and his corporation provide the mail. So they wrote no name equals no delivery. Then it says new resident. I'm supposed to fill out the address here. Then it says name of all residents. So I just want to tell you, and then they won't send any mail here because it's vacant unless you do this. So I annotated, you probably can't see this, but it says new resident. I crossed it out and I wrote foreign national. Then the address is there, and then it says name of all residents. I crossed it out. I wrote foreign national. And then I wrote in care of by ... Joshua Eli Crockett. And I also wrote UCC 1-308, which means I reserve all my rights as the living man. And I put without prejudice. So then I also put 8 USC subsection 1101 A21 here, because that's where it says in the United States codes that you could be a foreign national and you don't have to be forced to live in the District of Columbia. Okay, that's what a resident is. And if you live in the District of Columbia as a citizen of the United States, or a U.S. citizen or a United States citizen, then you're not alive. You're dead. You live in a corporate fictional realm, and that's what they're trying to do here. But this is just a record. I'm posting this for a record because I want to see what they say, because just like they can't force you to give them a social security number, that's against the law for anyone to do that. They can't force you to live inside their corporation. So this right here, I'm citing their own codes, and I'm also reserving my rights, and we'll see what they say, and I'll report back with you later. Okay, so I went down there to the post office. Remember, there's two jurisdictions. There's the post office, and then there's the United States Postal Service. The United States Postal Service is a foreign corporation owned by the Pope, providing governmental services. So basically I took that green card and I went in there and I stood in line, and I said, when it was my turn, I said, I want to make sure that you honor this contract. That's what I said. And like I told you, I wasn't sure what they were going to do. But so the lady looked at it and she was kind of like tripping on it. But under contract law, remember the essential elements of a contract. One of the essential elements is both parties have to agree and consent. And also there's another element which is meeting of the minds. There's another element which is they both have to be like parties. Like a dog can't contract with a man, and a corporation can't contract with a man or a woman. That's why they convert you into a fiction. So anyways, the lady stamped the thing, and which means that they recognized that, and said that she'll give it to the carrier. And this is something that they do at the courts as well. So they'll stamp whatever you give them. Remember, the courts only happen in the mail, okay? Because the courts are foreign corporations. There's no living men and women there. So if you go there, you're an imbecile. But if you send documents in the mail to them, they'll stamp them and say they received them, but then they'll act like they don't recognize them. So, and the reason why is because they can't contract with a living man or woman. Remember, so this is blood doesn't mix with water. Flesh and blood is on the land and soil jurisdiction, and the water jurisdiction is where all the dead things are. So anyway, so I'm pretty happy that they accepted that. Why wouldn't they, right?